When retired fisherman Peter Firth began complaining of an itchy arm, his daughter knew something wasn't quite right. And eagle-eyed Rachel spotted that her dad's nipple had inverted and that he had a big lump on his left side. That moment led to a diagnosis of stage 2 breast cancer.
So Peter underwent a mastectomy and chemotherapy, and after 7 years in remission, though, he found a small lump on the other side last year, resulting in a second mastectomy. Now 79 and cancer-free, Peter credits his guardian angel, Rachel, with saving his life. And Peter and his guardian angel, Rachel, join us now. Goodness me, what a journey you've been on, Peter. At least you... How do you feel now?
Brilliant.
Good. Good.
Really good.
Really. And thankfully, you're here talking about this, feeling good, because of your guardian angel there.
Yes, that's right.
So, Rachel, you thought, that doesn't seem right. What kind of reaction did you get when you tried to get it looked into?
So it's quite difficult. We rang the doctors the next day after seeing the issues, because I had an idea what it could be, but you don't always want to go that way. And we called the doctors, and the receptionist actually told me off for scaring my dad. And she said the line of that men don't get breast cancer. So I was like, but they do. And she said, well, I've never heard of it.
There'll be lots of our viewers who will have exactly that reaction. They hadn't heard of this before. How did you know that men can get breast cancer?
Well, obviously, being a woman, you're prevalent to checking yourself and looking at yourself. But I work within an environment with a lot of males in offender healthcare, and I'd seen it working alongside a nurse that we did have somebody, and the signs were there, and he was, sent off testing. Luckily, he didn't have it. But then that just straight away, the way that my dad was presenting and the different symptoms that he had, it just seemed that it possibly was that.
It's less than 1% of breast cancer cases are men, but that still equates to hundreds every year. So this is not impossibly rare. This is something we all ought to be thinking about.
Yeah, the percentages-wise, when you look at male diagnosis and the deaths in breast cancer are high as well. When you compare it to women, there is like 55,000 women, and the percentage is slightly lower than a male because they're not getting seen, or they're not thinking that, oh, that's what it could be.
Of course.
Peter, I know you're very keen, and rightly so, both of you, to go through the things to look out for, but you hadn't thought for a second, had you, at the time, that it could be something related to you?
Definitely not. And what you hadn't? No.
No.
You're quite shocked, weren't you?
Yeah, because I never noticed.
No. Should we go through some of those symptoms? Because I know you both want to. So, as Ed was saying, so rare in men. Only 400 men diagnosed in the UK compared to 55,000 women. But still can be devastating for those men. So what you need to look out for is, let's have a little look, a lump in the chest or armpit and up to the collarbone, which is often painless. So people often feel a lump, won't they, and think, oh, well, it doesn't hurt, it's fine. But actually, that can be a warning sign. A nipple discharge or changes in appearance, such as inversion, which you spotted, Rachel. Or sores.
And swelling in the chest area and occasionally the lymph nodes under the arms. It's, to me, I mean, a bit shocking that when you ring the GP surgery, I mean, it's not surprising. Peter didn't know that men could get breast cancer, but for the GP receptionist to be dismissive of you, I mean, we don't have screening for men in the way we do for women with breast cancer. Maybe we should, I don't know. But you would think that the GP would be on it if somebody rings up and says, my dad's got a lump in his breast.
Yeah, and it was just from that like, we went to the doctors on the Wednesday, and the doctor luckily straight away recognised my dad's symptoms, and he was diagnosed. We went to the hospital, and within 4 days he was diagnosed with stage 2.
So the NHS was great when it kicked in.
Yeah.
But if you'd listened to the receptionist, you would have done nothing.
We could have just gone and leave it. But he had a biopsy and a mammogram, and within 2 weeks from that, my dad had his operation and had his breast removed.
Thank goodness.
Goodness. So, well, thank goodness, because a lot of people could have been put off by something dismissive like that, couldn't they, Peter?
And the journey with the NHS
It's
absolutely great. And I've made that many friends. It's unbelievable. Well, they know I'm a regular now, so they know I
They've
am.
looked after you, haven't they, every step of the way?
Every step of the way.
Although we don't want you going back a third time.
No, we're not.
no,
Yeah,
no.
Two's enough.
See them for a cup of tea rather than go for one
Oh,
session.
and it's got so big, and people I've met. I go on a catwalk now with 20 ladies in York and 20
And that's
ladies
raising money in it for
in
breast
Scarborough.
You've raised a great... So tell us a bit about that, just to end. You've gone back and you're raising money, aren't you, now?
Yes,
For
yeah.
others.
Yeah, and I take the ladies up and down the catwalk.
So what did you do this?
So to be clear, there's,
Go on, Rachel,
there's
what did he
20
do?
ladies and you.
20, yeah.
Why do you go?
Because they're lovely.
It's
And
nice
the-
to have that support.
And they've all
innit,
had
with
breast
them.
cancer.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
And they're all great people.
Brilliant.
And
But you've just raised some money, haven't you, recently? Because what did you do at the weekend?
oh, yeah, I jumped out of an aeroplane.
I mean,
Yeah.
what a way
And,
to celebrate life. How
yeah.
was it?
Well, when I got to the door, I thought, what have I done? But this guy who I
great,
was
wasn't he?
tied to he was crackers. He was lovely.
Yeah, he kept my dad going all the way through it.
How
Yeah.
brilliant.
Was this you and
How
20
brilliant.
ladies as well? jumping
Yeah,
out the aeroplane?
there was
Yeah.
about 50 people waiting at the bottom. We'd been waiting 4 hours for the weather to get better, and I
And,
cried all the way
Absolutely
through it.
fantastic.
And,
Look,
he told me what to do. But you think you're coming down fast.
Yeah.
I did 10,000 feet,
Yeah.
that's 2 miles.
Yeah.
But to me, I wasn't coming down fast. I was looking round at combine harvesters, Bridlington Harbour.
So what we've got to do now is get the money in, haven't we?
Yes.
So we've got
yeah,
all the sponsors.
and keep it. Well, look, it sounds like you're going forward in the best way possible, Peter, and you've
Yes.
got Rachel
Oh,
there by your side,
yes.
which is so wonderful. We should say, if you have been affected by any of the issues or have any concerns, because it's worth alerting you to those concerns, then do contact your GP, and you can also find advice and support at itv.com/helplines.
Dr. Amir also has a helpful video on the signs and symptoms of male breast cancer, which you can find on the Good Morning Britain Instagram page. And I think it's important to say, if you're a man, you should be checking in the same way that if you are a woman, you'd be checking, just to make sure you spot anything unusual early. And thank you, Peter. Thank you,
And I know
Rachel.
you both echo that.
I think,
Lovely to
Peter,
see
it's
you.
all very well you jumping out of an aeroplane. Doesn't Rachel need to do the next jump with you?
No,
Never.
no.
I
Definitely.
cried the whole morning.
Oh.
And could I just say to the people who supported me, please?
Yeah, you've got a lot of friends out there.
I have a lot of
yeah.
friends, people who have funded me is Rick Soldins, Three Brass Monkeys,
A lot of local people.
and McDonald's, and
You've got a lot of people behind you,
and
Peter. It's
the
great.
Free Paper Echo.
Yeah.
It's been
It's
amazing.
been everywhere.
Say
hasn't it?
thank you to that camera, Peter.
Thank you very much, everybody.
Brilliant.
The support on Bridlington Harbour, where I worked all my life, has been great.
I can see how you can make friends, Peter. You're
never
charming and full of love and gratitude.
And Bridlington people have been overwhelmed.